So I had a really hard time finding out what I'll do for my second video because I have so many theories that I just don't know what to do for my second video. But I finally came to a conclusion that I should do my theory about directing. Directing the what and not the how. Last spring I took a theater class in directing because I really want to be a director. And so, like, in the class, we were told to let the actors be part of the creative process of the making of the whatever, because, you know, I want to direct films, but I was directing a play. Well, so, in the process, I was telling the actors, like, their emotions, like, feel this way, feel that way, and then I was also telling them that, I was asking them, are you sure? Is this how it's gonna work? Do you feel like this works for you? And everything, and yeah, I got a C- in the class, and I didn't know what I did wrong, and I was really upset. I came to California, not really knowing what I did wrong, so I didn't know what to do, but I didn't really have confidence that I was going to be a good director and everything, but I was coming here anyway. So I went to Central Casting one day, and then I heard somebody talking to somebody else about directing, and it sort of didn't make sense at the time, but as I was starting to put the pieces together, I realized that I might actually know what I did wrong with directing. The guy was talking about how he learned not to over-direct. He said that he used an example from The Godfather, which is a movie I have not seen, but he was saying that in one scene in the script it said he reacted angrily, and in the actual film he reacted with love and everything. And then, well, I had previously created an idea that you are to direct the what, and the actors are supposed to come up with a how. But I was thinking that emotions would be a what, and the actor would express how to feel the emotion. I mean, in my directing class, the professor was talking about, well, on this piece of paper he gave us, he said never tell the actor to be happy or be angry or something. So I didn't actually do that. I told them to feel happy and feel angry and stuff like that, but now that I think about it, I think that's, like, totally wrong. What I think the professor meant about giving the actors part of the creative process is not telling them how to feel and then asking them if that feels right. Because if you tell an actor what to feel, they may be able to feel the emotion, but it's forced. They have to force the emotion. The emotion is coming from you, and then going into them, and they have to send it back out. It's not coming from themselves. And even though you're asking them if they feel comfortable with that and everything, I mean, they're still not that well part of the creative process. Because even though you're asking their permission, it makes they still have to force that emotion. They're probably going to tell you, yeah, it's all cool, or something like that. Maybe, usually. Or they just might end up very confused. I mean, especially since it's going to make you not seem like you're doing a good job as a director, so yeah, they're going to be pretty confused, I'm assuming. And so it not only makes the emotion forced, but it also takes their own creativity out of the process. So the question is, how do you get the actor to feel a certain way without actually telling them how to feel? Well, here's what I believe. What you should do when it comes to directing is tell the actor the what and not the how. You're supposed to direct the what. The actor is supposed to come up with the how. So, when a train's coming at an actor in a movie, and you tell them that they're afraid, you're telling them how to feel, rather than telling them what. So, what I believe you should do in that situation. Instead of telling them about the train coming at them and them being afraid, go something like, the trains are rumbling for you. If you don't jump out of the way, it's gonna crush you. I think that anybody in that situation would naturally feel afraid. And so they probably won't even have to force it if a train's coming at them. I mean, even if they just have to imagine the train coming at them, I think that they're still gonna feel afraid. But still, there will be these times when the actor may feel a totally different way than what you expected. And, well, sometimes I'm guessing you'll just have to let that go. But let's say there's this one scene where a character dies and it's absolutely necessary for the scene to be sad, but then it turns out that instead of being sad, the actor just acts like it's a horror movie and just starts screaming and everything rather than being sad. What would be the best response to that? I mean, the scene has to be sad. Is it okay now to tell the actor how to feel? I don't think so. I think that there's another solution to the problem. Okay, so you can't tell them how to feel, but maybe in situations like that, you may be able to ask them, what makes you feel sad? And then, if they say, like, their dog dying or something, then have them apply that to the scene. You may have given them a certain emotion to feel, but you still gave them freedom to... You gave them the ability to let it come out naturally. They feel it coming from them rather than from you. You may have said something about being sad, but they are not sad because you told them to be sad. They're sad because their dog died. And so they're going to naturally feel sad from themselves rather than from you. So in the end, you are giving the actors plenty of freedom to feel how they need to feel for the movie, and so it's natural for them rather than being forced from you. And you hopefully have had it come out from the heart, the movie. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is how it goes, because I never got to get back with the professor after the class was over, because he was retiring and I guess he didn't check his college campus email anymore. So, this is all just what I've guessed and put together from the professor, what I learned in his class, and from eavesdropping at that poor person on Central Casting. I know, I couldn't help it. I was standing in line, they were sitting down, I was right next to them, and I didn't want to lose my spot in line, so I ended up eavesdropping. And maybe I'll go over an eavesdropping talk sometime. So, is this exactly how you should direct? I don't know, I'm not exactly sure, but I feel pretty confident that I might have actually got it right for once. And so, unless I am totally wrong, I believe that this is going to be how I direct my movies. And hopefully I can get over the pauses in my speech like you just heard a few seconds ago. So if you have any comments about this video at all, especially for my directing theory, and then please feel free to post them below and I will hopefully read them. Unless they're like really rude, and then I will... Well, I won't delete the rude ones, but if they have cussing or other things in them, I'll probably delete them. But until my next theory, see you later. Bye-bye.